Hello guys, hope you're doing alright. Yeah, so we've got a body and everything blocked out. Most of it's vaguely where we need it to be. A little bit more time is needed to get it quite, just where we need it. But yeah, we should be getting the block out finished today, and that's when we can move on to probably Marvelous Designer. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do Retopology or Marvelous Designer first. I might go with Marvelous Designer. Just so I can kind of get everything in place, and it allows me to work on a not nude model, which I prefer to work on a not nude model. So yeah, I'm gonna spend tonight just kind of merging the body parts together. Hands I'll probably keep separate just because I'm gonna do quite a lot of that in Maya. Side view of the head needs to be fixed up, so yeah, we're gonna be doing all that sort of stuff today. But yeah, so as always, if there's any questions, feel free to ask, but I'm just gonna get straight into it. So first off, we've got some likeness issues. So let's just get this sorted. Just get this. Okay. Tiny bit up. There we go. It's more square than it was. And then the eyes need to be quite a lot larger. So let's just get those to be the size I need them to be. I'll probably need to do some adjustments to like the side of the eye there as well. But yeah, let's get this. Hello again, just got new Rainbow Friend plushies. What are Rainbow Friends? What's local symmetry? Okay, larger eyes helps a lot. So now we need to get some nice side profiles. Do we have any? We do. Eyelashes cover so much. I think mine's still too deep though. Let's pull that forward. Oh, wrong thing. Okay, there we go. Let's just pull the front of the eye there forward. Match all this up. Okay, so now we just need to I feel like the entire thing seems to be moved up slightly. Okay, let's go to transparent mode. See what it's doing. Yeah, they're too small. Transparent, turn that off. Move you back. Okay, so now we just need to adjust all this stuff. turn off the eyeliner as well, because that'll be distracting. Subtool. Yeah, it's looking a bit puffy, isn't it? There we go. I've definitely drifted into the sleepy eye territory of Siren Eyes, which is not good. Side angle's working better though. Let's hide the hair. Okay, let's... So much stuff I need to get right for the eyes. Siren Eyes are really difficult. Let's just pinch that in a little bit with damp standard. In fact, I'd use the actual pinch brush, mate. No, don't like that. Okay, so let's do a little bit of maintenance inside here. Okay, so BH polish. Let's go to our actual Siren Eyes for a moment. She's looking a little bit like Steve Buscemi right now. Not the intended look. This definitely looked a lot better earlier. Let me just... Right, I need to go back to the front. It's that outer edge being straighter that made it work. Mine's creeping down too much. Hey George. Maybe eyelashes geometry will help. Yeah, eyelashes will help. I'm just trying to get as much as I can. However, I have just accidentally wiped my history. Do I have any undo autosaves? No, I don't. Okay, I need to resculpt the changes I've made. I forgot that turning that off undoes everything apparently. At least the eyes are the correct size. Too square. Okay. And then eye size, we need to pull this out a little bit. And everything needs to move over towards the center. Keep switching back to clay buildup whenever I go back to this mesh. It's moving the eyes closer together is making them feel cross-eyed. This is literally all I'm doing is moving them closer together. How deep do we want that to go? So the thing I've just realised that might be making all this feel very strange is the fact that the difference of angle between the top of the brow and the bottom of the brow is really low. Like mine are kind of converging, whereas these are separating seemingly. At least visually at this angle. Let's try a low sensitivity, or low intensity I should say, jump dynamic. Let's push that back a little bit, that might help. Okay, put that there. I kind of preferred it before a little bit. did I? Kind of helps having it. That's definitely a no-go. So if I try pushing that even further back, let's relax that, then damn standard. Okay, we're just going to flick this up a little bit. Transparent. Eyes are still a tiny bit too small, I think. Let's scale them up a tiny bit. Like that much, maybe. Nah, that's too big now. Too flat. Although, maybe that's what I need. Let's push them back a little bit. Sit them back in. And then we need to obviously compensate. I mean, that is about the right size, technically. In terms of the proportion of iris to the visible eye. There goes that dopey eye look again. Okay. Let's increase the intensity a little bit. I think the difference between front and back is a bit too much. But then, can I just do that? And that is quite extreme. Yeah, it was a bit extreme before, wasn't it? I feel like it needs to be somewhere between those in terms of scale. I feel like the face overall is a little bit too long as well. Let's just do that. Perfect. No, that's let's check a few things. That feels good. Is that the bricks? Okay, so if we... Yeah, one on the right feels better. So we can stay. Dynamic, low intensity. That'll do. Still something a little bit off. I think this part of the cheek is a little bit hollow. There is other stuff as well, but that's the stuff that jumped out to me. And she's feeling very strange without the makeup. This is too defined here. Let's move that. So let me remove a little bit of volume here. That will help quite a lot. Should still feel pouty. A little bit. A little bit better. There we go. Okay, so now we start merging limbs. One by one, get them all into one piece. So the first ones we're going to merge are the upper arms and torso. So let's just quickly pull all this back. So now you. Where's torso? There's torso. Okay, so we're just gonna merge down and save before I do this. Okay. So then geometry. Dynamesh 2 million, it's obviously too much. Okay, so now we can go about merging all this stuff together. Shoulders need some of a slope. Like that. Okay, so now we want to merge probably the boobs. Probably. So subtool. What Dynamesh resolution did I use? 16. Okay, subtool. We're gonna keep the tail separate for a long time. Just because. 1 sec. I'm gonna keep it separate so I can do the clothes without having to factor them in, and then we'll just add a hole at the end. Color fill objects. Okay, so this one goes here, merge down, okay, and then geometry. There we go. Be nice if it kept groups. But no, because that downwashes each group separately, right? How do you get better at realistic texturing in Substance Painter? Specifically making your own materials in Substance Designer. I don't really use Substance Designer, so I'm not a good person to ask for that. Substance Painter I haven't used in quite a while, to be honest. I think last time I used it was... where's it in standard mode? Last time I used it was the Sticky Monsters project, which is like 2 years ago now. In terms of how to get better, I mean, I struggle with really vague notes. I struggle with really vague tips at this point, just because, like, there's so many areas to improve in, like with CG, that I can't just say, hey, yeah, just do this setting and your stuff will look better. Like, obviously I can give tips on stuff more precise, but I mean, how to get better is just make stuff yourself and make stuff yourself, like from scratch, or at very least get into the habit of making good adjustments to the smart materials that come with Substance Designer and Painter. Don't just get like a template in Substance Designer and Painter and just be like, yeah, okay, that's my setup. Like, get used to adjusting it and making whatever changes you need. And it'll take time, and the first few attempts will look awful, because you'll probably destroy what made the template look good, but that's fine. Just learn that process, and you'll have a much better time for it. That will do, I think. Alright, so let's get the butt. So merge down. And smooth in there, and then most of it is going to be see, they look like the most ridiculous flies. It's actually just the front of the butt. Okay, so that's all that connected. Forearm needs to be connected now, and then that allows us to kind of get these to connect a bit better. So lower arm, merge down, okay. Then we're just gonna smooth. Okay, now once we've done that, smooth this over here. In fact, I'll move this onto another screen for now, just to get it completely out of the way. This area here needs to be filled in a little bit. Flattened out in general, but I'll fill in for now. Feels better. This shoulder area is going to need quite a lot of work, I think. I need to relax that out quite a lot. I'm noticing a problem now. The front of my... So the outer edge of my deltoid is as wide as the inner edge, so that will help quite a lot. Although we do need to do that. Okay. This area needs smoothing out quite heavily. Oh, now I see. How do you texture your last guy with a mustache? Which software? Mari. I used Mari for that project. With some detail stuff extracted from displacement I got from 3D Scan Store. They were kind enough to send me a head model, and so I used the displacement from that and kind of, you know, got cavity maps and stuff to use in my color. I didn't directly use the color maps he provides, but I did use his data as part of it. There we go. Got a little bit of torpedo tits going on right now, so I need to revisit those. But we are going to be draping quite baggy clothing over this. I just need it to be like a hitbox, basically. That's a very strange angle, isn't it? The thing I need to remember as well is this is going to be inside a bra, so it's not going to be like a natural shape. But still. Okay, so grab back to the legs. Okay, so we can't dynamesh those two together, so let's bring that down here. Okay, and then just merge down. There we go. Go. Lower leg next. Okay. So then this area I don't want to smooth out too much. It's got some information there I like, but then this stuff needs to be smoothed completely out. There we go. So this area back here is looking very funky. Very flat. There we go. It's pretty bad anatomy, this area. In fact, I feel like this whole thing is too high. I feel like it needs to be down here more. So what's this volume? So let's even that all out. Feet next. Okay, so the front needs to be blended a little bit. Hey Thomas, how's it going? That'll do. So this is the highest poly thing, right? It's gonna redo all this, rename this to body. Oh, not you. Rename tail. Can I rename a group? Oh, rename folder, there we go. Body grouped. body. We got the hand proxies, and then we got the other hand proxies, which I still prefer as an image. I still find that more interesting. I'm acutely aware of the fact that obviously, like, I can't, isn't Mari's more about painting though, like skin albedo rather than procedural textures? In Mari is a painting tool that allows you to do procedurals. I'd argue it's more flexible than Substance Painter as well. Just because there's a node graph in Mari where you can actually like set up full procedural shaders however you want. Like, it's actually extremely, extremely flexible. You can get it for free actually if you search Mari non-commercial. I think the limitations are you're only quote-unquote allowed 4K for 6 UDIMs and up to 5 objects. So you can paint at any given moment 30 UDIMs in non-commercial of 4K if you split your objects right. So it's really flexible. You can't export EXR. That is one of the actual limitations of it. But the other limitations of Mari non-commercial are like barely limitations for solo projects. Yeah, no, Mari is an incredibly flexible tool. If you don't know much about it, I recommend looking into it, because it is good. Yeah, Mari's, search Mari node graph, and you'll see quite a lot. Okay, which hand? Still something very off about the face. Let me find some face recorders. Not much fresh tutorials. It definitely is. The thing is, it's not got like the same amount of following as Substance Painter right now. Like in the industry, it's the standard that is used for most stuff, but outside of industry, it's kind of in that same thing of like, you know, the whole Maya Blender stuff, where Blender has a lot more stuff for it because it's the cheaper alternative. I think so. Mike Wild is going to be one of the good ones to go to. Let me just get his Michael Wild. So he does some really nice. So I'm just searching stuff on my other page. So he does some really nice texturing stuff and some Mari specific stuff. And then there's also Altruism Digital, I think. Digital. Artuism Digital. She produces some incredible stuff. Those are like the two main ones. There's also the Foundry Learning channel, which have some stuff. Foundry Learning channel is more focused on how to use the software rather than necessarily how to get a specific image or a specific look. But then that obviously has its place, so that's very, very helpful stuff to know. So I'll put that in there as well. Those are like the three big ones, I think, for Mari. There's also other channels. You probably got, I think Meshman Studio does some stuff in Mari. Just search Mari tutorials. There'll be loads of stuff that comes up. You just have to search a bit harder. Well, a bit harder than you would with Substance. Just because, again, Substance is the cheaper version, so cheaper alternative. So you're going to get naturally quite a lot more content for that. That should change over time, though. Of course, I am very biased, because I am sponsored by the Foundry. They literally give me tools for free, so... But I'm very glad of that, because I really like using them. Okay, they're way, way too big. Thanks a lot, fam. No problem. She looks so tired and sleepy. Okay, that kind of works. Wow. I just decided to stop drawing. Okay, I can bring this back onto screen now. I need to find female face planes. Face planes. I'm gonna see like what images come up for that. So face planes are really helpful, and again, I'm a lot better with male face planes, just because it's more the stuff I usually do. Now, obviously, when you're searching like face planes, you want to make sure you're getting something that's actually pretty decent. Visually, that one's not bad, but what can we use? Move this to the screen for now. Should I try doing a pass where I just like force face planes in there and see what comes out of it? I think the top eyelid is a bit too puffy right now. Needs to be planed out quite a lot. So let's mask everywhere. Then we'll get the bottom of the eyelid shelf as well. Would have been probably easier for me to just draw the mask that I wanted and then inverted rather than doing all this jazz. Okay, so let's get a bit closer in there. Okay. That will do. So let's bring you in, that help? I feel like it kind of did. So let's resculpt to get everything else looking the way we want. Okay, why is that not changing? 56. That bit right there. A little bit hollow. I feel like that's a cheekbone. Damn it. Okay. Duplicate. Okay, so which one has history? This one. Okay, let's go to project. There we go. Need to clean up that crease. This one kind of works better, doesn't it? I go back to the previous version. Yeah, and I go back to the old one. Delete that one. So we do still need to move it all, but we can do that in a slightly different way this time, in order to preserve everything. We need to look into the ears soon. In fact, we can probably attach those pretty soon. But yeah, that's probably the best bit to work on now. So let's get you visible again. Let's just quickly fix up the things we found. So we got you. Better. Okay. So now let's get back into this guy. Okay, so I'm gonna up-res these, but I'm just gonna do it by smoothing. So we need to figure out an ear anatomy that works, and then probably work on the forehead a little bit. In fact, wait, let me just fix this while it's still fresh. There we go. That feels a lot better. Still a little bit vertical here, but I can live with that a little bit. God, so many problems. Okay, so let's get the body visible while I'm at it, just so we got more in the way of reference. Hair I want to keep out of the way for a while. We'll get our hands in there as well. Okay, so ears. I need to look at like actual pictures of ears and stuff, like buffalo ears. For now, though, let's just try. Pushing that in. Seems to have worked. Once we merge this onto the head, it is going to help quite a lot. That's a bit thick, isn't it? It's just so blocky. In fact, that's probably the best course of action, actually, is to zero mesh it and work from there. So let's duplicate this. And then hide all these guys. Okay, so got the one with history, we'll keep that one as is. This one, geometry, zero mesher, we'll delete higher. Okay, so zero mesh. Let's just do completely default settings, see what happens. So I don't need anything that's like animation friendly, I just need something that is vaguely following the shapes, so that smoothing becomes more effective. That will do. That'll do quite well, actually. This area is kind of screwed, but it doesn't matter too much to be honest. So, if I subdivide this 3 times, I can then project, this time I'll project geometry. Okay, so that will now have the same shape. It should be indistinguishable. It is. Good. So delete this one. And then all we need to do now is go to the low res version. And we'll work on this. So first we'll do that. So it just evens everything out super quick. So that works quite well. BIN. Now we just basically entirely operate on the low res. Okay, so this bit here needs to be pulled back quite a lot. Actually helped more than I expected it to. Okay. So now we need to figure out these things on the end. Like, what the hell are they? Okay. Symmetry is turned back on. Go to division higher. So we'll sharpen this between here. And then I'm just going to experiment. Let's turn the intensity up. Don't need that though. Let's do something vaguely organic and see what it looks like. I could look at like axolotl, like those little things they've got above their heads. Okay, so to get that area working, let's use the inflate tool. The inflate tool is great for like faking contact points. And then all we need to do now is get some kind of believable creasing in here. Go subdivision even higher. Be careful with this area. Because that could very easily be mistaken for other stuff. That's not working as a shape. Sometimes you need to look at the low res because it actually kind of points stuff out to you that you wouldn't have noticed otherwise. This entire area is a bit too thick, I think. These fleshy things. They are going to be really hard to figure out. I'm wondering if there's like anything I can do to make these look like kind of more conventional, I guess. What if I do this? Let's try fiber mesh, preview, modifiers. Nope. Nope. I realised what that will very quickly look like. Okay. hair is not an option. Oh god, okay. What can these be? Could I maybe treat them as one thing rather than two? Like, what if I bridge this? That area looks really weird now. Treat them as one. Helps a bit. I still need to figure out what the hell they are. Wait. There's something. What if I had some kind of like Fibonacci spirals in there? There's definitely some kind of shape in that. Literally writing 666 over again. I could do something interesting. If I make that really subtle. Which, naturally, currently it isn't, but if I really pull that back quite a lot. That. From a distance it gives a really cool texture, and up close it's just something, right? Yeah, that does something. She looks really tired from this angle. Something really difficult to this. Feels better. Okay, I need to look at some arms. These are male arms, but it's still teaching me a little bit. so you need to wrap into the love to see that at a different angle. Okay, so this area is like super flat, and this looks like the back of a knee. Does hand need to go higher? That helps quite a lot, actually. I realised how long her arms were. Side view of the face is still off. And this chest angle is actually really strange. So let's fix that up. There we go. It's better. It's still not perfect, but it's better. That's all you really need. That feels better still. Is this angle for the crotch right? I also need to smooth that in. But like, if I take half of this away, is that angle correct? That might be right. I think it's right. It might be a little bit too down slanted, like the angle. I know it's not supposed to be like flat. This is definitely something I can't put reference on screen for. Granted, I've not got reference on my other screen either, but still. I think that angle is okay. So let's just quickly fix it, something I just noticed. There we go. Let's version 16 this. Then what I might do, just for the sake of having kind of some progress that is a bit more visible, let's throw on some clothes. And I'll just do some proxy stuff for now. I need to get a sports bra probably, so let's do some basic clothing. gonna start with the absolute most basic stuff. I'm not gonna do like underwear, as in like pants, or knickers. Like I think, I don't know why I find this much less like sexualized than if I was to do like thin underwear. Like obviously I want to get trousers on there as soon as possible, but in terms of getting something that's to make it decent, it's hard to explain actually. Probably sound like a creep. Let's just get a generic sports bra on here. We'll obviously have to smooth out the gap between her. But let's get something in place. Okay. So. Let me just quickly find. There's a ref that I was sent actually a little while ago. So it should go a little bit lower. I think here's a fair place for that to go. Obviously I can't see the top straps, so I'm not sure exactly what shape they should be. Okay. So let's get... There we go. Don't know why I defaulted to square. To that. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay. Keep that on for now. Is there any images that would help? Could go for this kind of neckline. So a really large oval. Although this has the advantage of being able to go over the shoulders, which mine doesn't, so... Well, I'm actually just now realizing this area is going to be a nightmare for Marvelous. Like getting that to fit something. I'm going to need to fix up this shape quite a lot. Let's just get something in. Okay, move this over that way. Let's go all the way up. Treat it less like a sports bra, more like just a general top. Yeah, this area is going to be a nightmare for me, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to sharpen the mask a few times. Then shave out the areas that are kind of bendy. Sharpen a few more times. This is how you guarantee getting the shape that you want out of extract. So once we've got something that we like, we just go to where's extract, then set thickness to 0, extract, and accept. Okay, then we're just going to zero mesh this. Geometry. Where are you? Actually, let's bridge the gap first. Because the zero mesh is going to give us different results if we wait until after. So we're just going to bridge between these two. Okay, And then obviously you need to smooth that way out, because that would be very uncomfortable to wear if it fit that tightly. Okay. Then we'll have to shape it to match ref, but that's not first priority. First priority is just getting something in place, which this almost is now. Okay, that'll do as a basic, so let's go to Zero Mesh. Guess that worked. Let's Zero Mesh again. It really is true, isn't it? Zero Meshing twice gives you such better results. It's actually crazy. Okay, so now we just go bin, then set to 1000, and then just tap. Then we're going to go into geometry. What is subdivisions? Dynamic, sorry. Dynamic subdiv. Dynamic. There we go. So the nice thing about dynamic is it's not actually changing your geometry. So I can continue to add subdivisions, remove them, and the thickness will always be the same. Because like I'm still sculpting a thin mesh, it's just applying this extra thickness to it after. Which has the really nice side effect of if I sculpt a crease, you got this area here. If I just sculpt, if I just go like, oh, a nice fold there, it's hollow on the inside, and it stays that same thickness. Such a nice feature. So we're just going to use this to dynamic. And offset, I'm going to set to -1, or -100. And that just means that it only displaces inwards. I'm going to add a segment as well. In fact, I don't need that yet. I'll need that later. Okay, so there we go. So let's get some stylized shapes in there. First we want that sharp line. Just to get the plane from the side that the ref had. Okay. Can we shave that in? I don't know how close this is. It's a bit much. There we go. And then oh, that's interesting. That's what I was missing. Okay. Just lift that out a bit so it's not fitting too tight. And then let's just move this until it's flat. We'll lower it a little bit as well. Okay, so now let's throw in a quick color. What color was this? That's red. So I guess in our case we're just going to go darker, which is obviously highlighting the problem for us now. So let's go subtool. That's not what we want actually. VST. Color fill object. Okay, and then this one. Yeah, that shape's a bit of a problem, isn't it? So let's fix that up. Add a bit more volume here. And remove a little bit of volume here, and that allows us to flatten it out. Feels a little bit more natural. I'm just acutely aware of the fact that this doesn't technically fit into a bra unless it's like the most perfectly shaped thing. But it's better. Now it's not poking through. Good. So I need to just find some angles for the shapes. There we go. We have a basic, extremely basic bit of clothing. As I said, we will be using Marvelous Designer, but that's just going to be to get us through like the major blockout stuff. Granted, I think it would be a lot easier just to hand sculpt this stuff, but I'm going to try to do Marvelous anyway. If it fails, it fails, so be it. How long have I been streaming? An hour and a half. Okay, I can keep going for a bit. So, what's next? We do need to merge the body at some point. And there is to the head. In fact, I think that should be the first priority. So I'm gonna duplicate this guy. I just saved, didn't I? Let's duplicate you. No. Duplicate. Okay. Let's rename that to backup. Cool. Get messages. One sec. I need to check WhatsApp, but I'll do that after the stream. Is that really the... Jesus. Okay. That's very close to pushing through the ear. I need to push this back out a little bit. I need to fix the skull shape as well, actually. So here's the funny thing. This actually technically fits the ref, but I think this is a case of don't be faithful to your ref at the risk of complete inaccuracy. Do well enough for the shapes that I'm going to have. Is that the head? Looks like it is. Okay. The tail's going to be like one of the last things to get connected, I think. That's why I'm considering doing Marvelous before I do Retopo, is so I can just hot swap bits and pieces out of the mesh without worrying too much about what I'll do to my topo. Okay, so that's what we came here to do. Duplicate you as well. And rename backup 2. So then these two will get combined. Let's go merge down. Shit. I selected the wrong one. Okay, let's just... why didn't it give me polygroups? Okay. Okay, split hidden. And we're just gonna shut down. Wait. Okay, so now we need to connect these two. And I need to fix up some silhouette stuff. There we go. So let's 4.8 mil. Jesus, this is about to get heavy. And then I can zero mesh it to get some lightness back. But to begin with, I'm gonna have to dynamesh it quite high res. So dynamesh. Hello. Okay, there we go. That held up better than I expected, so I'm just going to delete the other two meshes. Okay, and then we just need to connect this all up by basically just smoothing it. Some areas of it we can just smooth and then leave as is, but others we'll need to like quite drastically sculpt. This is a 2 million polygon mesh as well, so it's not going to want to be smoothed. But it's quite an easy thing to resolve. We just do this over and over again. Gonna is the intensity down there. There we go. Connected. Okay. Okay. So much stuff that just feels weird right now. The hair shape isn't helping. Mine's way too like brick-like. So let's push that back a little bit. In fact, we can probably do something more like that. No, that made it worse. So this... What's bothering me is that the face is so close to working. If I just isolate, like, literally the face, that works really well for me. But it starts to break down once I reveal the rest of it. That's what it is. Weirdly, that did quite a lot. Okay, I'm gonna try something. So her belly button is hidden. That means this is really needs to be really high. Mask, lasso. Let's gonna try throwing this on. Subtool. I need the holes in the hips too. Mask pen. So let's just quickly subtool, extract, same setting as before, good. Not extract, accept. So we need to zero mesh this. Geometry. Definition. Okay. So now we need the geometry. Okay, so these need to be even darker. Maybe hair color? There we go. Maybe that worked better, I think. Okay. BST, color, fill object. There we go. That's the thing. So what I'm wondering is it helpful for me to model in some boots as well before I take this all to Marvelous? The leggings I'll do again from scratch. Although, to be fair, this kind of works. I could smooth out what I want. Is this going to be a case of, like, I go in this wanting to use Marvelous and I just never use Marvelous? I'm just acutely aware of the fact that I suck at Marvelous Designer, and these are quite controlled shapes, which are not necessarily what Marvelous is best for. Marvelous is great, and it can do controlled shapes, but it's not a beginner-friendly thing for control. I'm going to mute for a second. I'm just going to grab a drink of water. I'll be back in a sec. I'm back. Right, okay, so let's check something. It's showing for an hour 45. So I've kind of achieved the things I wanted to achieve. I don't want to try going into Marvelous yet. One of the other things I need to figure out, if actually, is this top too high? Let me do something quickly. Let's just do that. I'm gonna try slice instead, maybe. Or trim. No, slice would be better. Slice rectangle. It's got some divisions. Okay, we'll ignore that. Maybe not ignore it. One of the things I also need to figure out is the laces. So basically, Katie drew this character having this like lace thing going on. So like there's all these tied shapes. I need to figure out exactly how is that tied. Like, 'cause there's a knot at the front, but then there's a cross at both sides on the back. And I'm pretty sure that's not possible to have a I mean, it's drawn with a cross on the front here and no cross on the back, and then it's drawn with a cross on the back. So this is a case of, I think, obviously, like, I'm not expecting Katie to like imagine how a bow is tied, but this is a case of, okay, I need to pick one, right? I'm wondering if this is too high. But yeah, I need to go into. Maybe that's what I'll do in the next stream. Black Adam tomorrow at 6:50. Sure, let's do it. Are you booking tickets? I can send you the money if you are. I'm guessing that's the messages I've missed in WhatsApp, because I saw WhatsApp going earlier. Cool. Yeah, I'm game. If you book it, I can send you the money or get you popcorn and stuff. Your call. Cheers, buddy. It's nice to have a clothed model at long last. Granted, this is all a bit intense, but you know we'll fix that with time. There we go. Right, okay, so if I just throw a quick surface on here. Noise, no. Cancel. Noisemakers. Cheers, Rahul, and thank you, Rahul. That's this one. Is that knit? No. This could be a cool material, actually. Like, I'm aware I don't have UVs, so it's kind of like not knowing what to do. It's panicking a little bit, but let's edit. I'll do. Just have something with a bit more texture to it. Should make it smaller though. There you go, that material's better. Looking forward to doing like the cloth look dev on this. It's gonna be fun. Okay. So yeah, I think I'll probably end the stream in the next few minutes. I'll just do some quick touch-ups. First off is reducing that awful amount of pinching, I guess. Oh, fuck. Just smooth that out. She has clothing, Becca. She's no longer naked. Yeah, cool. So, what are the things I need to do? I need to model shoes, which is going to be a fun one. I feel like I probably should do shoes before I do the rest of the costume, just because the trousers need to interact with it. So I need something quite clean here. That shouldn't be too difficult to do. I'm wondering if I should just do like good topology from the beginning for the shoe, or like block something out and then quad draw the shapes I want. Because I'm gonna try to model the shoes like properly, like do you know, all the different panels and stuff, rather than just paint on stuff to a single poly mesh. Yeah, I think they're Doc Martens, or not Martens, I guess. So yeah, maybe next stream is going to be one of two things. Either I'm going to move this around until it's in about the right place, kind of adjust these two meshes, and then kind of commit to those as, hey, like these ones aren't going to be in Marvelous. And then try to use Marvelous for this, although I do expect to give up. Like, I'm not going to have a fun time doing that in Marvelous, but I'll give it a go. It's worth trying. I'll need to speak to Katie about the knot. like which way round is it? Because like the cross is at the front, but there's one lower than the knot here, and there's not here. On this side is one lower than the knot, but then that's the same as this one. Then there's a cross at the back, but it's not there in this one. There's a bit of confusion as to where she wants these shapes. Because the cross is quite an appealing thing, but I feel like I have to pick one or the other, and I'll probably pick the front. But yeah, we'll figure out how all that stuff goes. I think, yeah, that'll be where I end the stream then for today. We've got all the body combined. We've got the face updated and the ears combined onto that. Horns are in need of some attention, and the face from the side still isn't working. But overall, it's there now. Like, it's a character, so I can start assembling stuff pretty soon. So yeah, next stream we'll either be doing shoe modeling, or we'll be cracking up in Marvelous and just trying to get some of this stuff in there. So you can guarantee I'm going to be watching a lot of Marvelous Designer tutorials tonight. But yeah, so I guess that's going to be it. Thank you for coming by and all that jazz. I'm going to probably play some Hitman for tonight. But yeah, I'll stream again, obviously not tomorrow, because as you know, Raoul's just come in the chat, I'll be at the cinema tomorrow. So Wednesday will be the next day for streaming. I don't think I have any plans on Wednesday, so it should be good. And if something pops up for Wednesday, then it'll be on Thursday. But yeah, anyway, enjoy the rest of your night, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.